everyone, I'm Torri, and today I'm going to be doing an Empties video. It's basically all of my empty, beauty trash since June and July. So I just combined them both together to do one video. So kind of like a summer empties, I guess. So I've got a big Tupperware of things here. I've got beauty, I've got whatever. Let's do it. All right, so let's go ahead and just do home fragrance first. I have a couple of candles in here that we burned through this in the past 2 months. So the first one I have is Creme Caramel, or Creme Caramel, however you would like to pronounce that. It is buttery caramel, or caramel, powdered sugar, and vanilla. Very, very sweet. I love baked goods, warm smelling, just yumminess in candles. So this definitely is super, super sweet. So if you don't like caramel and you don't like sweet, you will definitely not like this candle. But I thought the jar was super pretty and the lid was really nice as well. And this is from Bath & Body Works. Next, I have two more Bath & Body Works candles. They're the same fragrance, but they're just in different packaging. I think I got one of them during one holiday season and the other during a different time, but they're the same fragrance. They're both called Peppermint Marshmallow. Woo! This is probably one of my all-time favorite fragrances. It has notes of crushed peppermint, homemade marshmallow, and confectioner's sugar. So it's very sweet. My dog is chasing his own tail. Stop. So these candles are very sweet with that marshmallow and very pepperminty with the peppermint, hence peppermint marshmallow. It smells really great. This is a really nice sweet fragrance. If you're really into peppermint and sweet things, you will love this candle. This is one of my all-time favorite candles. I love buying it during the holiday season because that's usually when they bring them out. Next, I have another Bath & Body Works candle. This is my last one in this little bin here. It is Vanilla Bean. So this is just your plain old vanilla bean candle. Again, I love really sweet, bakery smelling goodness, vanilla type of candles. This is Madagascar vanilla bean, homemade marshmallow, fresh steamed milk. Milk? It's very sweet and it smells just like pure vanilla. And I love this jar. It's just an opaque white jar. Looks really nice in candle holders or just sitting out in your home somewhere. This is one of my favorite fragrances from Bath & Body Works as well. Next, I have a Yankee candle, and this took me forever to burn through. This is the Pure Radiance by Yankee Candle. It's the Crackling Creme Brulee. Again, another very sweet, desserty fragrance. It doesn't have any sort of description on the bottom like the Bath & Body Works candles, but these are the wood wick candles. So when you light them, you hear them crackle as they burn down because it's a wooden wick. So that's kind of cool. Sometimes it's a little annoying. I prefer just regular wicks, but I do like this candle. It took me forever to go through, so I really think that, especially if you catch them on a sale, you can really get your money's worth out of these candles because they burn for so long. Next, I have a body wash from Bath & Body Works, and this is in the fragrance Vanilla, Wish, and Apple Fizz. I've had this for a long time. I have kind of a a collection of Bath & Body Works shower gels and lotions and all sorts of things that I'm trying to get rid of and go through. I just have too much. But this is one that I went through this summer, and it has Dazzling Vanilla, Apple Fizz, Asian Pear, Winter Freesia, and Sheer Sandalwood. Just kind of weird. Dazzling Vanilla, I mean, as opposed to like regular vanilla. Like, I don't know. I always think their fragrance descriptions are really funny. But this one smelled like vanilla and apple. It was really, I mean, it was nice. I liked it. Wasn't like the most amazing thing I've ever tried in my life, but I enjoyed this. Next, I have two Bath & Body Works soaps. I didn't realize I had so many Bath & Body Works products. We'll do this one first. This one is Golden Autumn Day. I bought this last fall. It has Sunny Mandarin, Autumn Leaves, Blonde Woods. This was more citrusy, more of a fresh fragrance. I had this one in the kitchen. This was a nice soap. Both of these are the foaming soap. I don't really like the ones with the beads in it. I like to be able to pump it into my hands and then wash it and it's gone immediately. I don't know. I don't want to deal with all the goo. This next one is one of my all-time favorites. This is Boardwalk Vanilla Cone. This was the packaging from last year. I bought several. They brought it back again this year. It's just in a different packaging. I just think it's so pretty. It's the ice cream and it's just a summary. The notes are marshmallow fluff, vanilla bean, and creamy caramel. Again, there's a common theme. I love vanilla and anything that's very sweet and yummy smelling. Like if it smells like you could possibly eat it, right up my alley. I have another shower gel here. This is the Daisy by Marc Jacobs, the Oh So Fresh version. I got it as a gift in a gift set with the full-size perfume. It came with full-size perfume, the shower gel, and I think a lotion. And I finally got through the shower gel. I just never used it. It was so highly fragranced that sometimes I felt like it was possibly not good for my skin. I don't know. But I love the fragrance. You only needed a little bit and you'd smell like it, but it didn't seem like a body wash, like a soap. It seemed more like a fragranced gel to dry your skin out. But it smells really good. Okay, now I'm going to get into a little bit of skincare. So I went through a moisturizer this summer, I guess, in the past 2 months. This is the Fresh Lotus Youth Preserve Face Cream with Super 7 Complex. I use this as a nighttime moisturizer. It's very thick. I think some people maybe use this during the day, but I would definitely just save it for a nighttime moisturizer because it is very thick when it goes on. I enjoyed it. It smells all right. Sometimes, though, it burned my face just a little, and not in the sense that, you know, if it's tingling, it's working kind of burn, like just it kind of was really uncomfortable and it burned. But it didn't do that often, so I don't know what that was about. I don't know if my face was dry at the time, or I have some acne medication that I use sometimes, so I don't know if maybe it was reacting with that, but for that reason, I probably won't be repurchasing this. But other than that, I mean, I did enjoy it. It's a nice moisturizer. It's pretty expensive, though, for not absolutely loving it. Next, I went through a Korres Pomegranate, is that Grenade? It's a pomegranate moisturizer. I use this during the day. It's made specifically for combination skin to really balance you out. So I have very oily skin, especially in my T-zone, but I get dry patches kind of around my mouth and up here in this area. So I've definitely got very combination skin going on, kind of from one extreme to the other. And I really find that this helps a lot as a daily moisturizer to balance those areas out. It does not have an SPF in it, which I wish it did, but it's not the worst thing ever. It smells amazing. It smells exactly like pomegranate, and it's a gel formula, so it dries really nice onto your skin, really soaks in. I really, really like this stuff. This is actually the second little tub that I've been through. It's a little pricey for me for the amount that you get, but it is really good. I would repurchase it. Next, I have an eye cream, and this is by the brand e.l.f. This is the Moisturizing and Firming Eye Cream. And this lasted forever. And you look inside and you kind of think that, I don't know, it looks like you're not getting a lot of product, but it took me a really long time to go through this. I would just use it at night. I would put a little bit on my ring finger and I would dab it underneath my eyes and out into the corners here, and then that was it. But I use it every single night, and it took me several months, I believe, to go through this. This might be my second one. I think this is my second one. I really like this eye cream. I've noticed kind of a difference using it. I don't really have a lot of fine lines and wrinkles. My skin is still very young, so I'm really into prevention and that sort of thing. So I mean, I noticed a difference. I thought my under eyes felt really nice using it. I enjoyed this. This was a really nice product. I finished a chapstick. This is by Nivea. It's a Kiss of Milk and Honey. And this is one of my all-time favorite chapsticks. I love this stuff because there's still just like a baby amount left at the bottom, but it's to the point where if you rub it on your lips, the side scrapes you, if that makes sense. It smells so good. It smells like, could I say it smells like milk and honey? Is that weird? It has a lightly sweet scent to it. Very moisturizing on the lips. I love to keep these in my purse or keep them by the bed at night. And just use them before I go to bed. They're so nice. I really, really love this chapstick. I have like 3 right now. They're everywhere. I love these. I have to have one everywhere. Next up, I have a brow pencil, and this is the e.l.f. brow pencil. I feel like I think it was called like the Lift, something Lift. I'm not sure. The full name isn't on this actual product, but On one side, you get a pretty large spoolie. I like them to be a little bit smaller. But on the other side, you have a twist-up brow pencil. I like that it twists up so you don't have to worry about sharpening it. But I don't know. I went back and forth with this eyebrow pencil. It was $2, so the price was definitely right. It was very pigmented, and the little thing, if you can tell, it's very thick. So the little tip on it is quite thick. So, and it's not very sharp. So when it comes out, you kind of, it's very easy to mess up, but also at the same time very easy to do very quickly. But if you're just a little bit outside of your brow, you'll end up with like a really thick line. And these definitely gave me very thick brows and very dark brows. This is in the shade Taupe, which is the lightest color. I think it was just a little bit too dark for me, especially because it is so pigmented. I mean, if you're looking for a $2 brow pencil, I would definitely say try this out. I mean, I liked it. I don't know if I would buy it again, only because I like a thinner brow pencil. I like the Anastasia Brow Wiz, and I like the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. So pencils like that I like. So the really small ones where you can really get in there and do like the fine hair strokes. With this, I just found myself kind of overdrawing my brows very often because it was just very easy to do. I liked it. I would recommend it. Yeah. Next, I have a face powder. This is the Rimmel London Stay Matte in the shade Transparent. And I used almost the entire thing, and then it just completely shattered. So I just had a little bit left around the edges, and it shattered. So I was like, well, there goes that. I liked this powder. I don't think I would repurchase it, though. I didn't feel that it did anything amazing for my skin. It's a great, really affordable drugstore powder if you're looking for a mattifying powder, but I didn't think that the staying powder, I found personally that the staying power just wasn't there for me, and for that reason, I would not repurchase it. Next, I have one of my all-time favorite foundations. This is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Water Foundation. It has SPF 15 in it, which I love. It has a little dropper applicator, which I don't particularly love, but that's okay. I can look past it. So you shake it up, you press this little button on top, and the foundation goes up into the tube. Sometimes I would drop it straight onto my face, which sometimes it would end up on my shirt. But other times I would do it onto my hand and then kind of swirl my brush around into it. But I just didn't really like doing that because I felt like I was wasting product. But anyway, I had the shade Fair Light Sand for the second bottle. The first one, I think I had a shade lighter. Both shades worked well for me. I think I liked this Fair Light Sand a little bit more, so it felt a little bit warmer, slightly more complementary to my skin's undertone. I love this foundation. I think it looks very natural on my skin. It's very hydrating without making me look oily, which is the goal. So lasts all day for me. I thought it was really going to like slip and slide all around my face. It might just be the powder that I use in combination with it. I like to wear a really long wearing mattifying powder with this foundation. So if it gives you kind of a demi-matte finish or a natural finish, which I think is more of what they're going for with this, like a natural hydrated kind of finish, I just put a matte powder on top and a matte primer underneath, and then I always use a matte setting spray, so it works really well for me, and I really love this foundation. I'll probably repurchase when I'm out of my current foundation. Next, I used up a mascara. This is by Maybelline. This is the Define a Lash, and I got mine in the shade Very Black. It has a very long, spiky little bristle brush on it. It's a plastic, is it plastic? Rubber brush. It has a rubber brush on it. I loved this in middle school, so it made me want to buy it again and just try it out. I was super die-hard for this mascara. I combined this with Maybelline used to have one called Lash Stylist, and I was obsessed with that mascara, and I'm still convinced to this day that that's the best mascara that they've ever made. So that'd be cool if they brought that back, but I would use both of those together. I'd use this first, and then I would use the Lash Stylist on top of it, and I really loved it, and I don't really love it anymore. I don't know, I just felt that it didn't do anything for me. It didn't do anything amazing. It just wasn't, I don't know, I was just really unimpressed with this mascara. which is very surprising to me because I used to love it so much. I love the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara, so maybe that's kind of replaced that for me, but probably would not repurchase. Next, I have a mattifying primer. This is the Benefit the Professional Matte Rescue Primer. And I got it in the smaller size because I'd never tried it before and I didn't want to commit to the large size in case I didn't like it. This primer was okay. I felt that, you know, I liked it because it didn't suck the life out of my face like some primers do, but those are the ones that keep you matte all day. And this one did keep me matte, but not for as long as other mattifying primers. Right now I'm using the Becca Evermatte primer, and that primer is no joke. But this one's just okay to me. I would use it if I had it, but I don't think I would repurchase or go out and make an effort to buy the full size. So the past 2 months, I tried out Simpered. So if you haven't heard of Simpered, it is a subscription. I'm dropping everything. Hold on. Simpered is a fragrance subscription box, but not a box. It's a monthly subscription. They basically send you a 30-day supply of any fragrance of your choice. They have a bunch of different designer fragrances. They have their scents grouped by different things that you would like in a fragrance. So if you liked fruity or floral or musky, woodsy, anything like that, then they have those types of fragrances. They have them for men and for women. So you can go in and choose your own fragrances and kind of build a profile or a queue of fragrances. Or you can just do an automatic fragrance and they'll just send you one automatically. You don't have to choose. I've got two. Or actually, I'm currently on my third one, but I finished the past two because they give you 30-day supply, and I use them every day, and I pretty much use them up until pretty much the last day until my new fragrance came in, which was really cool that it was timed out so perfectly. The first fragrance I got was Juliet Has a Gun Miss Charming, and the second fragrance I got was David Yurman Delicate Essence, and honestly, I liked them. I didn't love them, and only because I just found that both of these fragrances were just way too floral. I do like floral fragrances, sort of, but I like more warm vanillas, or even fruity, something like that, but with a touch of floral. But like when you smell like a bouquet of gardenias or something, I'm just not into that. It gives me a little bit of a headache, and especially the powdery florals, which is what these reminded me of, like a flower with baby powder on the top, which it just doesn't smell great on me. So not my favorite, but a really fun subscription service. I really enjoy it. I really love the perfume I got this month, and hopefully I'll be able to finish that before I get my next one. So it's like Christmas once a month. I mean, it's $15, which I think is a little like, do I need all of this? $15 a month? Do I need to do that? No. So that's all I have for today's video. I hope you enjoyed, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.